Rob Manfred has heard from the Orioles, and here he is.
With the first pick of the 2022 MLB Draft, the Baltimore Orioles select Jackson Holliday, a shortstop from Stillwater High School in Stillwater, Oklahoma. The Arizona Diamondbacks have the next pick.
Well, there you go. When you don't know exactly who they're going to choose, we mentioned both Termarr and certainly Druw Jones, but it's another son of a former all-star player, Matt Holliday, and Jackson Holliday.
Again, you talk about the lineage, you talk about the baseball instincts, and most importantly, in the position that he plays, the internal clock. He understands where to be in different stages of the game. And for me, that's important. Why? Because at this age, at this advanced age, he can be a leader from the get-go once he gets to the minor leagues and he progresses throughout.
With the second pick in the 2022 MLB Draft, the Arizona Diamondbacks select Druw Jones, an outfielder from Wesleyan High School in Norcross, Georgia. The Texas Rangers have the next pick.
Well, we talked about lineage, and now we've seen two fall off the board. This guy is a five-tool star, and by the most accounts, is the most well-rounded, ready for Major League Baseball of anybody.
Absolutely, and look, one thing that is really hard to teach is being able to drive the ball the opposite way with power. And one thing that Druw Jones has always been able to do is hit the ball straight away center, right field with power, shows up in big moments. He will learn how to pull the ball consistently when thrown inside. But this kid right here, the son of Andrew Jones, is an excellent athlete.
Texas Rangers select Kamar Rocker, a right-handed pitcher from Farragut, Tennessee.
Whoa.
Hey, the Pittsburgh Pirates have the next selection.
That would go.
Holy cow.
There we go.
Hey,
Kamar Rocker, who, of course, was the New York Mets selection last year, never was a contract offer made, reunited with Jack Leiter. Maybe they hire Tim Corbin. Maybe they bring back Johnson, who was once the pitching coach there. But Vanderbilt is now moving to Texas, and you reunite Jack Leiter with Kamar Rocker, two guys that were there to win a College World Series championship.
The Pittsburgh Pirates select Tamar Johnson, a shortstop from Mays High School in Atlanta, Georgia.
Just an incredible moment for the Johnson family. Termarr is here. This was a kid that was brought up from the age of 3, swinging a baseball bat. 30 swings a day starting at age 3. It gradually graduated to 100 swings a day, 200 swings a day. His dad was incredibly influential, and then his 3 older brothers would throw pitches to him that he would deem somewhat unfair, but they were not going to take the foot off.
The Washington Nationals select Elijah Green, an outfielder from IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. The Miami Marlins have the next pick.
So with that pick, basically the top 4 high school position players, Jones, Green, Holliday, and Johnson, have all come off the board. When you're talking about the Nationals, their highest pick since they took Harper first in 2010. Berkey, you look at this guy, what do you see?
It's the loudest tools in the draft. Like, it's 70 raw power, 70 runners, 70 thrower. But you talk about a guy that can literally do it all from a physical standpoint. Now, the problem is the bat probably has a little ways to go from a swing and miss standpoint. But you want to talk about dreaming on a home run draft pick, Elijah Green's your guy. Elijah Green, I first saw at 16 years old 2 summers ago. He is still the most physically...
The Miami Marlins select Jacob Berry, a third baseman from LSU. The Chicago Cubs have the next pick.
So we go to college position player, and we find one of the more mature, plate discipline guys who took his talents, Pac-12 to the SEC, And this is just a guy that can hit. And this is an organization with the J.J. Bledays and others. You can see what Kim Ng is building there.
Yeah, no, look, I think Jacob Berry's certainly right there with Brooks Lee is the safest bat. I don't know how high you dream on him, but it's a switch hitter that has hit everywhere he's been. And the thing you love about him is that it's from both sides of the plate right now.
With the 7th pick of the 2022 MLB Draft, the Chicago Cubs select Cade Horton, a right-handed pitcher from the University of Oklahoma.
Last pitcher being selected was 7th overall, and here we are at the number 7. And Cade Horton, who we all saw during the trip to Omaha in the College World Series, maybe the same way that Bednar did last year with Mississippi State, Horton just flew onto the radar and up these draft boards.
About a month before Omaha, I was here, and he was a target in the late 2nd, early 3rd round.
Wow.
By the end of Omaha, he's going in the middle of the 1st. And yesterday morning, I was told Cubs have interest at 7. That's the first team with interest. He'll go by 12 or 13. So here we are. The Cubs seem to be pretty excited about this one.
Man, the growth of this kid, he's a year and a half off of Tommy John. Yeah. I mean, that's part of it. And he was also playing position and getting at bats. And so he's way young from a pitchability standpoint. He hasn't been out there very much. All right, so we're talking mid-90s fastball. He's 96, 97 in Omaha, especially early, and then had that good carry. This is what just made him $4 million, though. He literally started throwing the slider in the Big 12 tournament this year. He wasn't throwing it before then. The slider was where he was getting all the swing and miss, or so much of the swing and miss.
The Minnesota Twins select Brooks Lee, a shortstop from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Overall, he is a shortstop. Cal Poly, his dad, and you can see the support there. Longtime coach at Cal Poly, switch hitter, killed it on the Cape Cod League. And you take a look at the first-round picks that have come out of Cal Poly. There have been some successes there, including Mitch Haniger, Garrett Olson, John Orton, and you add Brooks Lee. The same way that the Hollidays and the Jones have baseball in their blood, Brooks Lee and his family have baseball in their blood.
Yeah, I mean, his dad, he went to go play for his dad. He had a chance to be a first-rounder, maybe out of high school, had some back issues, decided to go to Cal Poly. You talked about that he killed it on the Cape Cod. Like, it's not a great level of college baseball that he played for the last couple of years, but hit over 400 at the Cape. When you watch him play, it is smooth power in the middle infield, right? You don't get that every day. And again, similar to Barry, it's an easy gather and a short path.
The Kansas City Royals select Gavin Cross, an outfielder from Virginia Tech. The Colorado Rockies have the next pick.
All right, so the Rockies are on the clock. The Royals were one of the teams that appeared seriously interested in a pitcher, but instead it's the support system of Gavin Cross that gets the call here. That number 9 from the Kansas City Royals. When you talk about Gavin Cross, he was really a breakout star in 2021. And boy, did he start showing power in 22.
He was in the middle of an outstanding lineup for Team USA last summer with Brooks Lee, Jacob Berry, Jace Young, who we'll hear soon. He's a little different from the other guys because he can play a passable center field. He's deceptively good there. He might be able to hang around there for a little bit, but what you're buying is a bat with some power, and it's probably going to play right field, but he's above average at all 3 of those. Some similarities to J.J. Bleday, but I think a little more raw power.
The 10th pick of the 2022 MLB Draft, the Colorado Rockies select Gabriel Hughes, a right-handed pitcher from Gonzaga University. The New York Mets have the next pick.
So a college pitcher, Gabriel Hughes, who was down on some list behind maybe Horton and Prelip, and then you get to Hughes. Looks like a Major League Baseball pitcher. He's just giant. He's 6'4", 225.
Yeah, I saw him a lot over the summer with Team USA. Now, one thing we know about the Colorado Rockies when they pick pitchers, they don't take guys that exclusively throw four-seam fastballs. Hughes, you'll see a 2 and a 4. I think he fits better as more of a sinker slider guy, and I think there is mid-rotation potential with 3 above average pitches here.
To me, it gives me a little Alec Manoah. I mean, there's a little Manoah feel to it when you see Gabe Hughes. And